Hello?
Hey, is this Colt?
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's Todd from Polkadot Cadaver. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good, man. Sorry I missed you. She may have said it was 4 Pacific time. Are you in like the West Coast?
Yeah, I'm in California.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, 'cause I was waiting around at 4. I was like, oh, I guess he's not calling. So we're actually working on new Polkadot Cadaver material at the studio right now. But I'm free. Absolutely, you can do it now if you want.
Cool, man. I really appreciate it. Sorry about that.
Oh, no.
You guys are based out of Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what time is it there?
It's 7 o'clock here.
So you guys are at the studio right now as we speak?
Yeah, we're doing pre-production for the record, kind of like getting all the skeletons of whatever 11 or 12 songs will make it on the record, and just kind of, I don't know, it seems like every project I'm involved with, we're just kind of pissing in the wind and it ends up working out okay, but Jason's down there now, running through one of the songs. We're trying to get Dog Fashion Disco's drummer, John Ensminger, who is now living like the corporate life. He's got, a family and a kid, and he has a 9-to-5 job, and he's like a roving salesman for a chemical company.
Mm-hmm.
And but he does all of our records because he's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to drumming, and so we're trying to get everything ready for him to come into town in about 2 weeks. So it's I should be more nervous and feel under the gun than I do, but I guess at this late stage of our quote-unquote career that everything always works out, so I'm for some reason really relaxed, but maybe that might work out to my own detriment. But we have like 15 songs for our next Polkadot record, and some of the parts don't make sense, and we always find ourselves falling back on the old moniker that John will make it happen, because he'll come into town after being like, I'm sure he's going to practice the material that we sent him, but he'll come into town being a roving chemical salesman, and it will be like he is fucking, Neil Peart or whatever the fuck his name is from Rush. He's phenomenal, man. He could pick up drums cold after not playing for 6 months and blow your mind.
What's he doing selling chemicals then? Why isn't he with DFD or Polkadot, actually?
Because we still pay our dues across the country where, we'll sleep in Walmart parking lots in the van, and he's not going to deal with that. He's not going to deal with that at all. And I'm mid-30s, sleeping in a Walmart parking lot, and I wake up all hungover, what the fuck happened last night? I'm all sweating, no socks on, a bottle with the last swig of whiskey next to me, and I'm like, let's go to the next town, let's fucking keep this train rolling. He would never deal with that. He would never do it.
So you're saying if Polkadot were to gain traction and become profitable, do you think he would come back?
If Polkadot could afford a Motel 6 every night, he'd be back in the game.
Yeah.
But it's that Motel 6 that's getting in the way. Polkadot ain't there.
Right. I think Polkadot's Purgatory came out in 2007, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, between me, you, and the fence post, after Dog Fashion Disco, Jason and I were ready to throw in the towel and get the 9-to-5 and live the daily grind life, which, I'm sure everybody absolutely hates, but we approached Rotten Records about putting out Polkadot and came up with 3 or 4 songs that ended up becoming the first 3 or 4 songs or whatever in the sequence of things on the Polkadot Cadaver record, and kind of took on a life of its own. Yeah, the worst thing that ever happened, that was the best thing that ever happened in my life, is that I recently, after 10 years, got into a relationship with a girl who is a complete drunk like me and completely codependent, and she's a millionaire. And we are the best thing and worst thing for each other, because all we want to do is forget about our lives and just like hide away in my house. Her name is Holly. And the next time you and I talk, we should definitely talk about this. I'm gonna plant the seed right now that I want you and I to talk more in depth about it when our record's coming out. But she has a secret admirer that is bordering on stalker by the name of Mike Patton.
Really?
I'm going to put that out there, and I'm not going to say anything else about it.
All right. Yeah, I'll remember that.
I'm not going to say anything else about it because the story is still telling itself. But I do have about 30 emails in my email box that are he and I exchanging jabs and him trying to convince me that he's going to steal her from me. And life is such a strange little adventure, so...
Isn't it?
Next time we talk, I'll elaborate more on that, but
cool.
I think it might be a little fun fact after all the fucking people in the world could be in love with my girlfriend.
Yeah. Weird.
It happens to be him. But the most awesome thing is that I would definitely be crushed if my chick would have left me for him, and she has done the complete opposite, and it's only brought us closer together. Which, you know, made me realize who she is as a person. I've never talked about a girlfriend in an interview, and then, like, I feel like gushing about her because every girl's wet dream would be to you know, be with everybody's hero, you know, and the fact that she's like, no, I'm not interested, I'm with somebody, is like, it speaks volumes to me. So
yeah, that's really cool.
It's really crazy.
Are you
it's awesome, man. I'm a lucky guy.
Yeah, really cool. I guess I want to get some more specifics. Like, it's hard to cover everything. You have such like a huge catalog, but I guess I'll start with Polkadot. Like, for one thing, your lyrics for me are really some of my favorite out there. They're often tongue-in-cheek, focused on horror, or that I get the sense of that weird shit that happens in a sleazy motel room kind of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Can you like identify where those themes come from in your writing style?
Well, I've always been really into like the darker side of things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If the Beatles could have saved the world, they would have done so by now. There were many songs about "I Want to Hold Your Hand," and I've always been like the artists that I've been into are more on the darker side. The you know, the authors like William Burroughs and Charles Bukowski, like, they always talk about the darker side of life, which it's always more intriguing to me. So that's maybe I'm totally unable to write a love song, but I don't think so. I just think that for the past 10 years I haven't been in love, so maybe that inspiration hasn't crossed my mind. And it's weird. Patton sent me an email when he wasn't being a dickhead and trying to steal my girlfriend away from me. He sent me an email that was very poignant and very beautiful, which says that love will sneak into your life and it will rewrite your songs and it will navigate the way you are as a singer and the way you in the things that you write about. And he's right, man. It's weird. Like, she's become my muse, and I'm writing more from a tender spot than a dark, demonic, you know, like, creepy spot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like these things just enter my head, and I just compile them, and they become songs. I don't know. I don't know why, but I guess it all happens for a reason. So.
Well, you wrote a love song, sort of, with a Chloroform Girl. That's a big hit with the ladies.
Yeah. It's it's so funny, man. After that song came out, there were so many girls on MySpace that with the heading Chloroform Girl. And Jason's been like, we got to write another Chloroform Girl. And I'm like, there isn't another Chloroform Girl. It is what it is, dude. It's like, let's move on. I mean, I would love to write another one that struck a chord with girls, you know, the way it did, but that's like Metallica doing Unforgiven 2. It's a cheap fucking continuation of bullshit, you know?
Yeah. Or, what was that, Sir Mix-a-Lot doing Baby Got Boobs?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about ridiculous, but that's way beyond the bounds, but...
Too ridiculous for Todd Smith. I think we have a record.
I think we have the new title for the El Creepo record.
I guess. Do you try to send a message with Polkadot Cadaver, or are you just trying to make good music? Is there like a moral of the story?
No, not so much. I think that we kind of set out with the goal to just make a good record, you know? I think that we've just tried to just stay, like, relevant.
Between Dog Fashion Disco and Polkadot Cadaver, you've developed a reputation for musical experimentation. Is that just something you naturally feel compelled to do? Was it a concept for DFD that just kind of bled into Polkadot? And Knives Out is kind of the antithesis. It's kind of like a straight down the field rockin' metal record, as far as I can tell.
I think that the autonomy about being in a band like Dog Fashion Disco or Polkadot Cadaver is very liberating because we can do whatever we want. I mean, you could have a song like Haunted Holiday, you could have a song like Death Wish, and then to finish the record, you could have a song like Soul Survivor. There's a freedom there that is probably just through influences. I mean, Faith No More and Bungle did it. And it's like you have the creative freedom to go wherever you want and just put it out there and go. And a lot of people reviewed the record and were like, this record's all over the place. Well, yeah, it is all over the place. Because
that's what's rad about it.
Because the band can do many different things. Like the most boring, bland records are the ones that just every song sounds like a continuation of the other. Like that's my worst nightmare. I mean, it's awful. So but the first record that with Knives Out that didn't have that creative freedom, we did come up with 9 songs that aren't a repeat of the other, you know, before it. When I listen to that record, I'm like, oh, these 9 songs are completely different entities.
Polkadot is stylistically different from Dog Fashion Disco, as we kind of touched on earlier. More cohesive, more confident. Can you describe any of the differences, intentional or unintentional, between the two?
Well, Polkadot, Jason kind of was the catalyst for getting that to come to life. And he got a program on his computer called Reason, where he started coming up with these loops of dancey kind of things that were very different from Dog Fashion Disco. Were very fun and very intriguing to me to be like, all right, I haven't done this before, but yeah, I'd like to sing along with this. What the fuck are you doing, you know? And case in point is the song Purgatory Dance Party. For the past month, we've been playing that song live, and the beginning loop to that song was something that he just came up with in Reason on his computer. I mean, I didn't know where to go after Adultery. I mean, I thought I think that record, it speaks for itself. I mean, in my opinion, I don't care what anyone else has to say, that record, in my opinion, is our angel dust. And a lot of people have said that to us